Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Lewis selects to return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Now a man who's taken the reins for the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw is Rush. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Davis now to return it.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and 4.
It's Eckler again. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Third and 2, Herbert.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rush. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
Going to run again here with Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Play fake. Here's Rush.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box. Saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Now it's second and 10. The Lance going to throw.
And his ball is caught by touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Herbert going to change the play here. Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Herbert off of play action. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Lance to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun now for Lance. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Lance now on first down. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And Lance now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Hard to believe Cooks is only 30 with all that he's accomplished. It's also hard to believe he's on his 5th NFL stop, now with Dallas. Changes of scenery work great for him. Every time he's moved, he's had 1,000 yards in his first season with his new team.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
23 yards the pickup there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd and 2. To throw, it's Lance.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now Lance. That is caught by Lamb.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Rolling to his right.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept it.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And Lance going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to get in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We got the defense rattled.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On fourth down, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Off of play action, here's Lance. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that stretches the lead to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over first and 10. Bring it in.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now it's Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a give running left is Eckler. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's second down at 7. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 7 yards there and a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
That's out wide for Palmer.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
In motion right, that's Williams.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. This is caught. Touchdown.
Mike Williams
From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On play action, Lance. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Lance to throw it. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Herbert on first down now. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Working from the gun, Lance. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Again, it's Lance. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Home troops right. 21. Go. 12.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One last throw here for Herbert.
incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way.